Early ball for Tav. Defoe! Oh my god! Tav!
Touch the
Tav, take a bow for that pass, son! The vision for Tav there!
No wonder Jack Tav's one of the people getting congratulated there. Wow.
The
Sorry lads, don't mind me, I was just minding the gap. Oh, that's horrific, innit? I should probably cut that out, I should cut that out. What is going on everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel, and on a serious note, 6 points clear after today. A few things that we can go over in today's video. Not much of it is going to be about the second half, because that second half, I'm sure that almost put a few people to sleep. Like, it was just so cruise control, it was professional, job done, 3 points. You can't be too critical, but the foot was totally off the gas in the second half. But I'm going to talk about today the team, how our bench looked that first half, and then the difference in the squad's mentality before this game started today. Obviously, we are here to predominantly talk about Rangers, but their results do affect us. But earlier on today, that Shane Duffy, who's supposed to be the big, bad, hard man, best centre-back in Scotland, what a dud he is. Hopefully they keep him in the team for the rest of the year. I had a little funny thread going on myself earlier. Aberdeen got the least that they deserved out of that game, which was a draw, but anyway, that did mean that our squad before today knew that a win today would put us 6 point clear, and that's the sort of thing that in the past few years we've been absolutely crumbling with, and the pressure seems to have ate our players alive. But this squad is it different, because today, professional job, getting that 3 points, and they didn't look fazed by that pressure at all today. So I'm going to start this off by talking about a bench today, and my god was it strong. You've got Ruth, Arfield, Itten, Jones, McLaughlin, Balogun, Bolnat, Glenn Kamara and Alfredo Morelos, and like compare that bench to a couple of years ago where you've got Sadiq, Dalcio, Jason Holt, O'Halloran, etc. on the bench. That is brilliant, because every single one of them players that are on that bench today, if they were in your starting 11, I don't think anyone would feel unconfident about us getting a result, and that is brilliant squad depth to see. You've still got Zungu to come into the mix as well. You've got Barker, who wasn't on the bench today. Katic, who's going to come back from injury, and it's going to cause brilliant headaches for Gerrard. But that starting 11 as well, it just shows the competition in this team, and I really, really feel like it's showing now. I feel everyone's starting to up their game, and it's so good to have that healthy competition in and about the squad. So even with 5 changes from the midweek game, our first team today still looked strong as ever. McGregor in goals, Goldson and Tav, of course, still keeping their place. We had Big Phil in at centre-half, and then it was Calvin who played left-back. Obviously, Bonner got that injury midweek and he wasn't fit enough to be ready for this, but good to see him on the bench, so hopefully that's a sign that it's not going to be too long until he's back to his full fitness. It was Kamara who got left out in the middle of the pitch today for Davis and Jack, and then Arfield got left out in the forward line, which was Hadji, Kent, Aribo and Defoe today. It was good to see Aribo coming back in, and hopefully he can find that pre-injury form, because he was magnificent before that. I have to say, I was actually a little surprised that Defoe started up front. I thought it was going to be Big Itten, I thought it kind of made sense. Like, I didn't think Morelos was going to play today. You had Ruth, who still hasn't fully recovered from his injury, believe it or not, after scoring that goal. So I didn't expect him to start until he's up to full match speed. So I'm fully expected to be Itten up against the big physical centre-halves to swing crosses in today. But went with Defoe, and that has certainly paid off with almost scoring the first goal. But the first goal was class as well. Hadji, the creator for that, to originally playing Defoe, who was unlucky with his shot, but Hadji, being in that right place, right time, gets the rebound, squares it into Aribo, who's in plenty of space, and that was a tap-in, and it's good to see him get a goal so early back. Hopefully that'll build his confidence up. But let's talk about the second goal. Like, you see my reaction at the start of the video, like, Defoe makes the finish look so easy, but it is a difficult finish, but Tav literally almost made it impossible for him to miss. The pass was that good. Going over the defence for today, and well, of course, another clean sheet, a third 2-0 win in the space of a week. Absolutely brilliant. Tav today, again, arguably man of the match. One Rangers TV man of the match. Clean sheet and an assist. Multiple other good crosses and moments in the game. I think it's hard to argue against him for man of the match today. He's just been a different level of player this season. Long may it continue. Goldson solid as ever. Big Phil, how cool is he? He never even looks troubled. He reads the game and manipulates the game that well. And then Big Calvin, let me tell you, he will be pushing Bonner for a first team spot. Being so young for a footballer as well, he's only going to grow and develop. Gerard had the comments about him as well, like the physical attributes he's got. He's literally a steam train up and down that left hand side. He's literally got such an engine on him. And debatably, defensively, I would actually say he's as good, if not better, than Bonner. But Bonner's maybe offers a little bit more going forward with the composure on his crosses and stuff. But I don't think Bonner is miles ahead of him, but I can see Calvin being a long-term replacement for Bonner anyway. In the midfield too today, Jack and Davis. I thought Jack, especially in the midfield, really impressed me today, showing that he's really fighting to get that starting 11 spot back. And it's harsh, it's really harsh for, I don't want to say dropped, it's more like rested Kamara and Arfield. It's really harsh for them two to be out the team, but Davis and Jack today, the midfield, it was controlled, it was dominated, and it's an amazing headache for Gerard to have. Like, something I would personally like to see is Kamara, Arfield and Aribo in the midfield three. Like, obviously Kamara being the one that sits the most, Arfield more of the box-to-box, and then Aribo being the guy that properly pushes on. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. What's your preferred midfield three? I've not listened to Gerard's post-match interview yet, but I've got a feeling, and I'm almost positive he's going to be saying a little bit wasteful, would have wanted more, especially in the second half, looking for that killer instinct from his team, because at 2-0, we were pretty confident. We never really looked in danger today. They had that one which deflected off a cross, which hit the post, but apart from that, well, we did concede one shot on target, so that is slipping our standards a bit, you know, letting one shot on target. That's really poor from us, considering, you know, we've got this thing for having 0 shots on target recently. But no, honestly, one shot on target still is amazing for a team that we're always going to cause some physical threat to us going forward at times today, but we've shut them out really well. Not much negatives to take from the game at all today. The only thing you could say again is just the game sizzled out a bit rather than just going and really putting a sword to Livingston, getting that goal difference up and keeping that team morale at an all-time high just by battering through teams. But I think a lot of the players maybe in that second half had half their brain thinking towards Thursday and what's coming next, because they really knew the job was done. But that is all I'm going to speak about in today's video. Just a little short review of my thoughts on the game. But again, a massive thank you to everyone who tuned in to our watch along during the game. It was absolutely amazing to see so many people in there again. And if you are still here watching the video and you haven't done so already, please leave a thumbs up on the video. Helps your channel out massively, and subscribe, where we're on our way to 6,000 subscribers now. Mental to say. But again, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one.